Black and White Network fans, we are back with another video. And guys, the left, the Democrats, the socialists, they prey on the weak-minded. The weak-minded voter is probably not a very educated voter. So these socialists tell them things that make them feel good, but in practice, in reality, is not even realistic, folks. Well, now you have another socialist. And I do mean a socialist, folks. This person, I believe, is a card-carrying member of the Democrat Socialist Party of America, same thing that AOC is a part of. She tweeted out something that is completely insane, that even a socialist like Bernie Sanders has never called for this amount of money. Now, the minimum wage thing, the leftists, the socialists, they were calling for a $15 minimum wage. Bernie Sanders was calling for that. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the AOC also as well. But this candidate here we're going to be talking about, they're trying to run for Congress in Washington State, said that wasn't even enough. Check this out, guys. Democratic Socialist Congressional candidate says $15 minimum wage is antiquated. $30 is the floor. Rebecca Parson announced in 2020 she had joined the Democratic Socialists of America. These socialist people are not very smart, and people that vote for socialists, you better get educated, folks, because this is insane. It says here, a Democratic socialist candidate for Congress in Washington State is proposing a $30 minimum wage, saying that the current push for a $15 minimum wage is an antiquated demand. Rebecca Parson, who is running for Congress in Washington's 6th District, tweeted on April 21st that the minimum wage should be increased to $30. And you can see here, that is a tweet talking about $15 minimum wages and antiquated demand. It should be $30 per hour. Folks, and you people, I'm addressing you people that vote for socialists and that are not very educated. Do you realize that if a $30 minimum wage was actually implemented, do you realize the amount of people that would be unemployed? Maybe you guys don't understand economics. Maybe you guys don't actually understand profit and loss. Maybe you don't. A $30 minimum wage would kill small businesses. Even a $15 minimum wage would actually kill small businesses. Also, folks, inflation would run out of control. But these socialists who want to run for office, they don't want to tell you that. I believe in practice, too, guys, that even a Bernie Sanders has to know that a $15 minimum wage is unrealistic. That's double the minimum wage right now. And this person here is calling for like 4 times that amount. This is insane. Now, she also tweeted out, one adult supporting one kid needs $30 an hour across the country. Where did she come up with that number? I have no idea. Rural, urban, suburban, $30 is the floor. As you say your nightly prayers to Saint Elon while you fall asleep tonight. Reflect on why you punch down on poor people instead of up at your heavenly billionaire, she added. Nobody should be poor in the richest country on earth. Now, guys, this is the problem with socialism. This is the problem with Marxism here, because she is a Marxist. There's always going to be poor people. That's just the way it is. If you had $30 minimum wage and you wanted full employment, which is pretty unrealistic, folks, do you realize that the prices on everything would skyrocket to compensate for a $30 minimum wage? That is the way economics work. These small businesses, guess what? They just don't have money just laying around. The small business owner can't even get by on $15 minimum wage. What's going to happen? I'm going to tell you guys what's going to happen here. $30 minimum wage is implemented. Now, let's say right now, $7.25 an hour. You know what's going to happen? A company that actually has 4 people and they can't do this $30 minimum wage. Guess what? 3 of those people will get laid off because now the minimum wage is $30. So you're going to have 3 people out of 4 that are unemployed. Unemployment would run amok. Do not listen to these Democratic socialists. You got to get educated, guys. You got to get educated on who you're voting for. And really, guys, you really need to get educated in general. These people like Rebecca Parson, they don't have your best interests. This is why I believe also that there isn't a large base of socialists out there and people that really truly support socialists out there. What the socialists do, this is the tactic of Democrats here. They pander to the uneducated voter because they know that those people aren't well versed on economics. So let's say that I'm not very smart and I have somebody out there that's saying, hey, we need a $30 minimum wage. And me being an uneducated person, I'm like, wow, do you realize what I can do with $30 an hour? I mean, I didn't even graduate from high school, but $30 an hour, man, that would change my life. And you know what? And if I'm that uneducated voter and the uneducated person, I'm going to be thinking, yeah, that would change my life. But what are the ramifications of implementing a $30 an hour minimum wage? Rapid inflation, rapid unemployment, because money just doesn't grow on trees. I'm pretty sure you guys heard that when you were little kids. It does not grow on trees. That money comes from somewhere. And it would definitely take away from the profits of the small business. Now, I don't know how many companies out there can actually pay a $30 an hour minimum wage. It is not possible. But these people, man, are completely insane. But I'm not surprised, that a socialist would actually put that out there. I'm pretty sure she's one of these less tax the rich kind of people. Completely insane, even though the richest people out there, guess what? They pay about 40% of all taxes. So they're paying their fair share. But this person here is completely unrealistic. $30 an hour minimum wage. Folks, there's people out there with bachelor degrees that don't get $30 an hour minimum wage. They don't. When I got out of college, guess what? College degree, I wasn't even getting $30 an hour on salary. I wasn't. So you expect somebody, no education whatsoever, to be paid $30 an hour. Really? Flipping burgers at a McDonald's. Really? So what about the person that's getting out of college and they're at the top of their class and they go and they get a business job? How much are you going to pay them? How much are you going to pay them? I mean, if you're going to pay the fast food worker $30 an hour, man, you better pay somebody fresh out of college, like $80 an hour. And guess what? Everything is going to rise up in price. And the people making $30 an hour, guess what? They're still going to be poor because now everything else has increased in price. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, these socialists, man, are completely out of their minds. Do not vote for Marxists. Do not vote for socialists. It will never work. Socialism always makes people poor. It just is what it is. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.